Hey guys, this is Sandy White from Simply Fit, your number one health and wellness cheerleader and the host of your favorite show, Simply Fit. Guys, thank you for being with me all season. Happy holidays to you. And I have a couple tips that I want to share with you. So, going into the new year, you can start off your health and wellness goals with a bang. Start off now, so by the time New Year's come, you'll see great results. Hey, before we get into all of the juicy things, I do want to thank WYTV7 Community Broadcasters Network for allowing Simply Fit to be on their platform once again. Guys, our mission is to save 1 million lives by encouraging individuals to live a simply fit life through health and nutrition so that they're able to overcome suicide and depression. And without the platform that WYTV7 Community Broadcasters Network shared with Simply Fit, we couldn't have done it. And we want to thank you guys for sharing, liking, and subscribing. So, what I want to talk about today is celebrating your wins. Change what you do to change what you see. And what I mean by that, if you don't make any changes and you keep doing the same thing year after year, you're going to get the same results and you're going to frustrate yourself. So, all I'm asking you to do is go above and beyond so you can see great wins for 2022. So, the first thing that I want to add is I want to suggest the first tip would be adding healthy foods. It's not hard, it really isn't. All you have to do is set your mind to mentally be focused, do a forced focus. And so for every meal that you have an unhealthy item on, or two, because it is the holiday season, swap that out for something healthy. Now you can start off with one item versus two per meal. Just start off with one item and then work your way up to two. And then for those unhealthy items, make them few and far. So, like the holidays, that's probably how often you should be indulging in excessive sweets or unhealthy foods. And once you get yourself into the habit of always having something healthy on your plate, you'll be so much better off. Well, actually, your body will be, your mind will function better. And guys, let me suggest to you that you keep a journal so you can understand how your body is responding when you start removing certain items from your diet, from your taste buds. More and more, your taste buds will want healthy items. And a side note, tip 1A, take really good care of your teeth and gums. That adds 10 years to your life. Have a good, healthy floss in the morning and at night, and change your toothbrush once every 3 months. Now, what I want to do is also suggest to you that you add two. Now, if you're saying I can't totally, I'm not totally there. It's not that you can't, because can't, uh, that just means you don't want to do it. And if you're listening to me and you're choosing to make these choices so that you can have a better 22, then let's do one thing at a time and let's strategically do it. If you drink 2 cups of water before each meal, it'll be so much easier when you cut out one or two unhealthy items because you won't even have the taste for it. So that's a trick and a tip for you. And then drink 2 cups of water after your meal. All right. So now, tip number two, you want to act like a scientist. What do I mean by that? Well, what I mean is you want to start being so scrutinizing with those labels. Read the labels. See what is the foods that you're about to put into your body, how they're being made. If you can't enunciate the words, first of all, look them up. Second of all, you don't want to put it in your body because that means is it's genetically modified, and your body does not do very well with processing genetically modified items. Again, if you cannot enunciate it, you shouldn't be putting it in your body. As an example, A banana doesn't, it's fuel, but it doesn't belong in a car. And if you put it in as, if you use a banana as fuel for a car's engine, you're going to mess it up. You put the banana in the gas tank, the gas is supposed to go through the engine to keep the car running. It's gonna jack it up. So use the right fuel for your body. So excessive sugar, excessive processed foods, they don't do well. However, you can do them in moderation. Again, it's the holiday season. I'm not saying for you to totally go, rogue and not enjoy your holiday season. We all want to be happy, but just do it in moderation. And that means also when you keep your journal and you're also reading your labels. As an example, I like to make sure the items, what they're made of, so it's not rising my glucose levels, it's not excessively dropping them. I need my glucose levels to be stabilized. So I am very cautious, and plus I'm in a habit now of reading labels and making sure what I'm putting inside my body as well as my family's body. Don't do this alone. Make sure you get your family involved, but make the healthy choices tasty. They don't have to be horrible because if they taste horrible, you're not even going to do it. Okay? So now, also with the journaling and reading the labels, some of the things you want to make sure, even when you're adding and you're taking away, you're adding healthy items and you're reducing the non-healthy items. You still need to make sure that the healthy items aren't causing belly bloat, gas, again, raising or lowering your glucose levels. I mean, those things, you just want to make sure how do you feel, all right? Doesn't matter if it's healthy food or not, because sometimes your body hasn't adjusted to it, so you may have to do it adding the healthy foods into your regimen on a smaller dosage and do portion size. If you look at the palm of your hand is a portion size, all right? So tip number two, now, um, we are not in the new year yet, but as I mentioned, you want to set your goals now because a lot of times when the new year hits, everybody wants to set all of these wonderful goals. You're all excited and things like that, and then you have a hiccup, and then you're like, oh my God, one and done. I'm just didn't do well. Okay, well, this is why I'm telling you guys to start now. Set your goals, set them high, but then have markers where you can, pace yourself and do some wins there. And then, and also, I want to remind you guys, if you fail in the process of getting to your goal, remember we're supposed to keep our eye on the prize. Okay, the prize is your ultimate goal. So if you mess up along the way, it's not really a mess up, so to say. It's where you can make tweaks and adjustments. They're not failures. This is an opportunity for you to make tweaks and adjustments. And this is why it's so important for you to keep a journal. So when you get off course, or if you feel that way, you're off course, and I would say you're not reaching your mile marker. And yes, that's off course, but not necessarily because you could have not realized that a particular step needed to be in place. So that wouldn't be something that you purposely did. So this is why you need to keep a journal. So that way you are communicating with yourself and you're talking to yourself and you're feeding your brain with good positive, fast forwarding information and encouragement. And the reason I say this is because when we don't feed ourselves with positivity, we are going to put your brain will automatically go in and shut down. So we don't want that in shut down. What we want is you talking to yourself, setting your goals, helping you to ensure that you're moving forward and not backwards. So when I say talking to yourself in a positive way, I don't want you saying things like, why can't I ever? And then you fill in a blank. Or why do I always fill in a blank? And that typically happens when we're trying to set health and wellness goals and we're trying to be consistent in in our walking or in our eating or in going to bed at a certain time because we're waking up and we're exhausted. So instead of doing that, what I would suggest is you have a joy jar. Yes, you heard me right. A joy jar. And you have one at home. And if you work outside of your home, then you have one in your office. And that joy jar should be filled with things that will encourage you to question yourself in a manner that you say, what makes this change important to me when you're off track? Or what about this change will make me feel good about myself? Those are positive, and you can always pick something again from your joy jar and motivate yourself. And you can say these throughout the day. And that way, when the negativity comes, you can scratch the record and you can say things like, I'm wise and I make wise choices throughout my day. And that way, when you get off, you feel like you're about to get off course, that saying will pop up in your head. I am wise, and I make wise choices throughout my day. Another one is I'm healthy, and I eat the foods that make me feel my best, that fuel my body to its best, so that I can have long life. So when you go to reach for the chips, and chips are not bad. Again, moderation. You go to reach for the cookies. You had one already. You going for four more, and then right at that moment, that saying is popped in and it's instilled because you want to say it throughout your day, 10 to 15 times throughout your day. I am healthy and I eat foods that will best fuel my body for long life. You say that multiple times, you won't have to stop yourself. You'll automatically be encouraged to stop, but you won't feel deprived when you do it. The other one is I'm joyous and people surround me like a magnet daily. And this way, you'll be encouraged to be a, a motivator to other individuals that are seeking you as encouragement by watching you. Maybe they'll say something, maybe they won't, but you'll be able to stay on course. Now, these actions can help you meet or tweak whatever course you're on. So, reason I say have your goals set very high, but then break them down for milestones. So, week one, like, okay, say you're saying by the end of February, you want to have 15 pounds off, or you want to be walking a certain distance, 30 minutes a day you want to have out of your day by walking. So you could get a Fitbit, it'll track your steps. You could, and it doesn't actually have to be a Fitbit. It could be any fitness watch, because some are more expensive than others. The point is, you want to be able to track what you're doing. And you also want to have a journal. So you can write, I walked today 5 minutes. And here's another tip. When you're walking, which is one of the best low impact exercises that you can do for your body, it is so wonderful for your joints because it's not impacting the joints. It helps with your digestion. So if you can walk 15 minutes before your walk, and then 15 minutes after your walk, it helps with your digestion. And now also, you have a reason for why you're walking because you want to feel good before and you want to feel good after you eat. So if you put them together like that, it doesn't seem so daunting like, oh my God, I have to go exercise. No, I'm exercising for my digestive system. See how easy that is? And just saying that makes you think, oh, this makes sense. My brain says it makes sense. And you'll feel better. Your tummy will feel better. And you can get your kids involved. Okay? So remember, obstacles and failures are just learning opportunities. You just need to make some adjustments in order to succeed. So if you walk also the 15 minutes after you eat, it will help you to sleep better and it'll help you to relax. Sometimes taking a warm bath for some individuals isn't the best thing. Not everybody likes to take a bath, but if you could do a nice walk, even on cool nights, feels so good and you sleep so well. But here's another one. Stay hydrated. You want to stay hydrated. You want to make sure you're hydrated before you go to bed, and you want to make sure you're hydrated as soon. You want to give some liquids to your body to hydrate your body as soon as you get up. Being hydrated keeps you from being cranky. It helps you to think better. It makes your skin look good. Helps with your hair growth. It helps with your lubrication of your joints. I mean, it's a plethora of things, but the main thing is thinking on your toes, being sharp. It helps with your vision. So keep a bottle of water by your bed. So you're drinking a cup of water before you go to bed and as soon as you get up. Hydration is the best thing for your body. It'll make you think, move, and feel at your best. Now, the next one we were talking about is that joy jar. And what you can do is not just make the joy jar for yourself, you can encourage your family members to participate in that because that helps you with your gratitude. So not only can you put affirmations in there that you can say for the day, but you can also put in what you're grateful for. So when you're having challenging moments and you want to get off the course, you can go into that your joy jar, and you can pull out things that maybe your family members have written or you have written that they are grateful for, and that will spark just so much energy inside of you to keep you going from some of the things that you'll be amazed that your family members are grateful for outside of what you'll stick in the jar. So we want to keep you encouraged, and I also want you to always pick something from the jar that will make you feel at your best if there's not affirmations that you choose that you want to use for today. Now, I'm also going to suggest to you that you keep in mind this last tip that I'm going to share. It's not super duper evasive, but for some individuals, you're going to need to take a family member because of the experience that you had, maybe not so well, and that is getting your annual. Because one of the things when people set goals for their health and wellness, they're kind of pulling them out of the blue based off of what they think they should be doing. But I'm going to suggest to you that this is the time that you should be scheduling your annual. Your annual includes your annual wellness check, your eye exam, your dental exam, your mammogram if you are a female, a prostate checks if you are a male, and colonoscopies are great. Now they've lowered the number, so I think it's around 37. So a lot of people think, oh, it's for somebody that's over 40. No, they've lowered it because they've noticed that younger people are having challenges with their colon and they're having cancer, so they want to catch it early. So it's a bit invasive, but it is going to be life saving. And also, when you have these checks, now when you set your goals are going to be spot on. Not saying that some of the ones that you have, already had in mind that you wanted to accomplish for the new year, which I'm telling you guys now, it's December. You need to get started now. Don't set yourself up and wait. Don't procrastinate. that can be a goal right there. Why are you procrastinating taking care of yourself? And then write down all of those, the answers that come to your mind, and then break down the answers in bite-sized solutions so that you can accomplish what you said. Because there's no reason you should not be drinking enough water. I gave you two tips. If you drink a bottle of water before you go to bed, you drink a bottle of water when you wake up. If you drink 2 cups before you eat, 2 cups after you eat, that's a sneaky way to get in all of your water, okay? And then if you walk in between your meals, that's a sneaky way to get your exercise in. So we want to acknowledge, why are we not doing what we're supposed to do? Don't discredit what's coming to your mind. Write it down. Now, remember I said you want to talk to yourself very well. So, what are the benefits when you answer yourself on why you're procrastinating? Then ask yourself, what's the benefit of me not doing whatever it is, the reason that you came up with on why you're procrastinating? What's the benefit? Now, once you realize there is no benefit, then you write, what can I do that's opposite of whatever your answer is? You have to fill in the blank so I can accomplish, you know, getting my clothes together each week. Oh, and here's a tip: if you take a if you have a gym, most organizations have a gym inside their facilities. You can, if you're saying I don't want to exercise at home, okay, well then have a bag in your car, have a bag at your door. So reason I say do it like this: the bag's already in your car. Once you use those clothes, they're now dirty. Take those, bring them in after you've worked out. Your new set is right there at the door. So you don't even have to worry about getting a new set, packing it in a bag. You've got it ready, so when it's time to go, new one is coming. You wash the ones that you just brought back home. You see what I'm saying? You see how I'm working this out? So I'm setting myself up for success, but I'm not stressing myself out at the same time. Okay? So, and again, by doing your annual checks and going through all of the wellness checks that I just mentioned, that's going to help you set yourself up so that your goals for your health will be kick-started for success. Knowing, because you wouldn't know if you're having a colon challenge if you don't get it checked. You wouldn't know that you may be having challenges with your breast unless you go get them checked. You may notice if you're having some challenges with your eyes, but you could possibly justify why your eyes are doing what they're doing based on, say, you are on a computer all day long or 8 hours a day. Okay, but let's go get that checked. Let's not make assumptions, is the bottom line that I'm making. Okay, this is the holiday season, and we want you to live until you are 120 years old, looking good, feeling good, sounding good, and at your best 100%. All right, so let's kickstart the year off with a successful journey. And now I also want to I know y'all are like, oh no, you're not getting away from this one. But I got a 10-day challenge for you guys. I gave you all a challenge last time, which was just simple stretching. Some of you guys didn't even do it, and you could have did it in your chair. And I'm telling you, if you did it for the 10 days that I told you to do it, well, actually 30 days, you would be feeling so much better. And this new challenge would be a breeze. But the new challenge is 10 days without eating fast foods. You will be amazed at how often people are eating fast foods, and they're doing it daily: breakfast, lunch, maybe not dinner, or lunch and dinner. You got to set yourself up for success. Get yourself a crock pot, put that food in the morning of or the night of, and then set it on 8 to 12 hours, depending on your crock pot time options. Let it cook, let it simmer. Then when you come home, all you're doing is serving yourself your meal, cleaning your dishes, doing your wind down routine, and chilling for the rest of your night. Okay? So 10 days, no fast foods, no processed foods, because some of y'all want to be slick. I didn't go to the fast food restaurant, but you went to the grocery store and picked up box items. So let's do no processed foods because you can make your own pasta. Some of y'all got your pasta makers. So all you gotta do is put some flour in there, some seasoning, and some water and pop out some pasta. Okay? But I'm asking you guys no boxed, processed, fast foods for 10 days. You're fasting from fast foods and processed foods. You'll look better, feel better, and boy, will your belly look better. All right. For some of y'all, just deleting the fast foods and the soda will make your belly go down. You won't have any bloating. All right. So you can do this. And when you guys are doing this 10-day challenge, you can only eat fresh foods. So eating fresh foods or organic foods, you know, not gonna last long. So I'm suggesting that you meal prep, and if you have to, put it in the freezer so that it doesn't spoil. All right. And now the last thing that I want to talk to you guys about is make sure that you're starting everything out fresh. Check your labels if you're taking medications, even if you're doing vitamins, supplements. Check the labels. Check when they expire. You'll be amazed at how many people don't pay attention to something so simple as that, and then they put themselves in a tailspin because they've taken expired medication or expired supplements. So we want to start off fresh. Go through the medicine cabinet or wherever you're keeping your nutrients and your medicine and check all of those labels. Get rid of everything that has expired and let's start off fresh. Let's start off ready to rock and roll. We're taking things one day at a time, but we're taking it by force. This time next year, you guys need to be looking super duper, feeling good, looking good, and just doing good. All right, mind, body, and soul. So you may not know this one here, but changing the filters in your home and in your car every 3 months will help you breathe better and remove the dust, the dirt, and a lot of allergens. And a lot of you are waking up, nose all stopped up, eyes all puffy and swollen because you need to change the filters. And you got to dust on a regular basis. You're seeing dust balls or brown things around your house. On your, if you don't want to dust, then hire somebody to do it because it is affecting the way your body can function. When you can't breathe very well, you're messing up the oxygen flow in your body. So change the filters, and if you can't do it, hire somebody to do it. You may not be doing it in your car, but when you go get your oil change, a lot of times they'll tell you, well, the filter looks good, you don't have to. If it's been after 3 months, just tell them you want it done anyway. You breathing and your life is more important than having some mechanic tell you the filter only needs to be changed when you change the oil. Okay? If you don't drive your car that much, or say you do, but you're not consistent in, you know, staying on course, this is a time to put your filter changing with your new routine of being healthy. Once every 3 months, house car filter needs to be changed. Remember, it affects your breathing. It removes dirt, allergens, and dust. All right, guys? So, with that being said, again, happy holidays. I'm your host, Sandy White from Simply Fit, your number one health and wellness cheerleader. And I do want to leave you guys with this quick prayer or affirmation, whichever one you want to use. But it says, I declare God's supernatural favor over my life. What I cannot make happen on my own, God will make happen for me. Supernatural opportunities, healing, restoration, and breakthroughs are coming my way. I am getting stronger, healthier, wiser. I will discover talents that I didn't know I had, and I will accomplish my God given dreams in Jesus' name. So, if you guys just take those few tips, you will be amazed because I'm going to tell you guys this time next year, you're going to be amazed at how you feel, because I'm taking all of the challenges with you guys because I want to feel good, I want to look good, and I want to be around for my children. And if you don't have the, I don't know, suggestions coming to you on why you should do what you should be doing, well, let me encourage you, because you are a disciple maker. So you're unhealthy now, but there are plenty of individuals looking at you. If you just take that step, that one step to get moving, God will help you continue to move, and then you'll have a army of individuals around you supporting you, encouraging you, and cheering you on, and I'll be one of them. So let's do this together in 2022. Let's live a long, healthy, prosperous life. Again, I'm Sandy White. We broadcast every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. out of Upper Marlboro, Maryland, and we broadcast on WYTV7 Community Broadcasters Network. Guys, every Wednesday night, check your time zone. We broadcast at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, I'm Sandy White, the host of Simply Fit, and your number one health and wellness cheerleader. Until next time, you guys enjoy your holidays. Mwah. Bye.